RileyCS hardcore cheated in Battlefield 6. The AIM community is a bunch of degenerate losers who want to feel special, and all of us have eyes. We know that this is 100% very blatant cheating. And the people who are going to try and argue this, you're idiots. You're being intellectually dishonest. You're complete morons. There, I said it. What are you going to do now? Get mad? You're already mad. No one cares about you.
Everybody, this is the Con Man here, and today the Battlefield community has been rocked. Not by the levolution or the intense combat, but because of a cheating scandal. Hot take, I don't like it when people cheat in first-person shooters.
Okay, when your reputation is so sad and poor as the Act Man, making a video like this, by the way, keep in mind, literally he waited multiple days to actually talk about this to see in which way the wind blows. There is no way of winning when your reputation is literally known as the guy who's gonna say anything to sound relatable and just get a like from you. If Actman says Riley cheated, well then he's just doing what everyone does and trying to farm likes. If he doesn't, then it's just a political statement because obviously they can't be cheaters.
In fact, I think it's one of the cringiest things one can do. In fact, I would honestly say your gamer card is revoked if you are caught cheating, using wall hacks, aimbots, any of that cringe stuff, man. I've never understood the point of cheating in an online multiplayer game. It defeats the entire purpose. I once did a video about the most important thing every video game needs, and that's difficulty. And if you're just cheating, you're cheating yourself too. That being said, there was...
Well, to be fair, and I always try to be fair and impartial, he is kind of right. Games without any difficulty are boring.
A clip that went super mega holy mother of God viral with 88.6 million views. This has sparked just a tiny bit of discussion, and I wanted to chime in, maybe analyze the clip myself, look at what some other people have said, and give you my take, because it's not quite as cut and dry. Seems like for every bit of evidence where it's like, oh yeah, this person's cheating, there's something else where it's like, but are they? So this is the most locked.
Yes. Is the Actman just gonna fence sit this one because there's no right solution? Is he just gonna fence sit because he doesn't want to piss off everyone? Talk about being spineless.
In cat girl you will ever see, by the way.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era. That was so long ago.
I love, by the way, the reading chat and playing at the same time. It never gets old.
It looks...
Oh my god!
Looks like some pretty solid clips. Uh-oh, what was that? Whoops.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
Looked like you locked onto someone behind a rock. We can't analyze it like this, okay? We're gonna have to take this into Premiere Pro and slow it down frame by frame. I think it's important.
Wait. You're telling me this guy actually has more integrity now than Karl Jobst? Well, actually, considering everything that Karl has done, I think even a roach from Asmongold's house has more integrity than Karl. So I guess it's true. Actman has more integrity than Karl now. That's actually insane.
To get our bearings on these things before we start seeing what people have to say. All right, so now we're in Premiere. Let's really slow this down. All right.
Yeah, but is he gonna zoom in?
All right, there's some suspicious things I've noticed.
Oh my god, you did follow me in Delta Force era.
Nothing.
That was so long ago.
Nothing crazy right there.
Oh my god, what the fuck? That was nuts!
Okay, so by the way, if you zoom in, look frame by frame, again, I'm actually kind of tired of saying this, but no human has aim where every single frame that happens, you also, if your opponent moves a frame, you can't move one frame your mouse cursor at the same time. No one's aim is ever gonna be that perfect. You could take the two most locked-in fucking COD players in the world, breed them in a breeding program, and even 20 generations later, you would not have a person who can move their mouse cursor perfectly frame by frame as the enemy moves. And this is what we're seeing here. So, I mean, at least the Axeman said he's gonna do shit frame by frame, but I doubt that he's gonna do it correctly.
Now, if we slow this down, let's see what we find. Right? So this is a 60 frame sequence. So every time I do that, that's 1 frame, that's 1/60th of a second. All right? So we've got this kill, right? Red X, that's the visual feedback. So this is important to see what kind of reaction time is consistent. Okay. So
oh, wait,
here,
reaction times,
1, 2, 3,
holy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So about 17 milliseconds, almost a third of a second to react to the kill. That's pretty normal. That's pretty normal. The speed at which this...
Wait. Let me Google that. Average human reaction time in milliseconds. Let me check that. 250 milliseconds. The fast auditory and tactile stimulation often results in fast reactions around 170 to 150 milliseconds. Okay, so the average is 250, and amazing is like 170, it seems like. Let's keep that in mind.
Person then locks on, but not quite. This is flicking, I feel like. That right there. It's not perfect, right?
Yeah.
Misses a couple shots, and then gets right back on target. I think, at least this clip, this doesn't look like cheating to me. Although, from my understanding, it is possible for people to play with cheats and get good enough that they can throw in these little mistakes to throw you off the scent. But nothing...
Yes, that's not hard. People don't understand actually how good cheats are. You can have cheats in your fucking mouse. You can have cheats in your keyboard. Like, literally, undetectable. It's just literally right there in the hardware itself. There's no external program running. The moment you have put in the mouse, there's cheats running also. There are adjustment times, there's readjustment times. Again, when you zoom in and see, we have seen this clip. You can go watch the other videos. We have seen this clip slow down and then frame by frame looked while zoomed in. And again, you will see center of mass, and every frame that the enemy moves, the cursor moves exactly 1 frame also. That is impossible. The thing is, when we're talking about literally 1/3 of a second, you fucking can't know the shit. You cannot notice it with your eyes that a lock-on is happening, even.
In this first clip stands out as cheating. I think that's real. It's just when you watch it fast, but there are mistakes there. There's mistakes.
Oh my god!
And by the way, this is a clip that I said probably is not cheating before. Before looking at it by frame, I thought that that's not cheating. Again, you will never found any normal person looking, playing like that. No one is able to, for 10 frames straight, lock onto the perfect center of mass.
This one, however, I mean, how... That's fine.
Yeah, again, it's crazy that Coddle actually did a worse job than fucking a hacked man.
5 frames to go from that right onto where someone is behind the wall. That's a little suspect. Now,
Also, by the way, no one's talking about this, but there are indicators when someone dies, but these indicators pretty much happen in like a single frame, and then it's off to the next target, which is by far almost instant reaction, which is insane, which is impossible by its own.
if you zoom in bottom left, right behind the shoulder there, there's a red dot. So it is possible someone with map awareness knows there's someone there, and you just naturally flick over there before realizing, oh yeah, that's a wall, I can't see that person. Now, again, if you had aimbot and you could see through walls, you would just keep aiming and then almost immediately start shooting this person, right? But instead, Riley here sprints forward before realizing, okay, so that's all good. Doesn't look like he's cheating at all. Uh-oh. Until that happens, right? So what you'll notice in regular gameplay, right, is that it takes time for someone to aim to the next.
Okay. Listening to idiots like the Actman makes me actually think maybe morons like Pingu actually had a point when they said that flicking is possible. Because the aim is real. It doesn't actually jump, you know, to the next target like the good old 1.6 CS aims did, you know. When as long as the moment you just press shoot even one time, it just auto locks and jumps to the closest target. That's not the world we're in anymore. Now you can, if you're actually even remotely decent at aiming, you can cheat like this. It's super easy. Because, again, you just need to be in the direction of the enemy and then it just locks on and does the work for you. That's how these things work.
Target. This is a weird jump. That's just one frame. That space covered in 1/60th of a second. I don't know about that. And that's right where that other guy is. So, I mean, that to me looks kind of suspect.
Wow, I flicked straight at that guy through the wall.
You sure did. Now, again, is this person cheating if they don't secure that kill before aiming to the next person? Again, this is what makes it difficult because you're like, well, there's these mistakes here, but some parts...
It can unlock. If you aggressively enough move your mouse, it's gonna unlock. That's the thing. These cheats have stuff for pretty much everything. And by the way, when you slow it down and zoom it in, you can currently tell again the cheating from the frame perfect movement of the mouse when it locks in and it's center of mass. You can do that, but soon those cheats are gonna have you know, the cheat makers are just gonna look at how actual real people, like I don't know, for Shroud is an easy example probably, who actually have good aim. When you zoom in, how does their aim look? And then they're just going to do the same thing. It's not going to be perfectly locked into center mass like this. It's going to be like, it's locked in, it goes into center mass, and then it moves just a little bit, or it goes like a millimeter off. And then you won't be able to tell this cheating, by the way, even if you zoom in. Currently, again, we can easily tell cheaters from zooming in. But soon, that's not going to be a thing. Soon, you're not going to be able to tell if someone's cheating from the zoom.
It does look like they're cheating. Doesn't secure the kill. But does shoot at the guy that's currently aiming at them. Now, I'm also noticing that a lot of these kills are not headshot kills, which would make it more obvious if a lot of these clips were consistent headshots, right?
Actually, for me, that would be the opposite, because if you're so good at aiming, why not go for the headshot? It's just such a natural thing. So, you're always exactly aiming, like, right there in the center of mass. If you're so good at aiming right there in the perfect center of mass spot, why just not apply that and go for headshots? If you're an aim god, if you have spent 20,000 hours on callback, why not just aim headshots? I don't understand this. Oh, I do, because everyone in the aim community is a loser and a cheater.
Yeah, off target.
By the way, again, if you don't know the aim community, I looked into them. The aim community has literally proven cheater scandal after cheater scandal after cheater. Every single person in that community over a long enough time period gets exposed as a cheater. Because the whole point of that community is to be the best, and obviously people get salty when they're not the best. And when you're this close to being the best, and you feel that you're unlucky, well, that's when you start cheating. That's, by the way, psychology. That's how cheating psychology-wise gets justified. It's people who try really, really hard in a lot of cases, and they're missing this little bit from being great in their opinions. That's when people resort to cheating, because this little small sliver is just them being unlucky. That's how people justify cheating in their heads. That's how a lot of people start cheating. This is pure psychology. And well, that's the whole AIM community, and this happens constantly in the AIM community. Someone gets called a cheater. The whole AIM community riles up and says, "No, you're stupid. It's the AIM community. 20 billion hours in Kovacs AIM labs. Do you know even what an AIM lab is?" And then that person gets proven 100% to be a cheater to the point that even no one can defend them. And the AIM community in literally 3 seconds is gonna just memory hold that shit. If you ask anyone in the AIM community, do they have cheaters? They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, there was this one time this guy cheated, and there was this one more time when this guy cheated." And you're gonna be like, "Ah, that seems fair." But they're not gonna mention the fact that every single month a new cheater arises and they just completely forget about it. Like it never existed. The AIM community is fake garbage.
Target for those first initial shots. It's tough. It's tough to say. Ooh, but that
Tough to
timing
say.
though. 6. Ooh, 6
Oh,
milliseconds.
this is a good clip. You know what's sus about this clip? It's the fact that this could be actually that Riley's cheats do a little bit more than just lock on, but there's like some kind of strange circumstances here, because I think this is that clip where there's 2 guys from the back, and Riley just suddenly switches to another guy when he gets close enough. While the guy is not close enough, it's just spraying on 2 dudes from the back. But the moment the third person gets close enough, instantaneous switch. That seems a lot bullshit.
But that timing though.
Yeah, this is it.
6. Ooh. Yeah, off target for those first initial shots. It's tough for those
Right,
first
you can
initial
even
shots.
see it here.
It's tough. It's tough to say. Ooh,
Yeah,
but
this
that
is
timing though. 6. Ooh, 6 milliseconds before. That doesn't look good. Here's my question. If Riley isn't cheating, then why aren't they playing for some kind of pro team?
Oh my god, the fucking asmongold autism. Oh no. Oh no, the asmongold autism. If they're this good at aiming, why aren't they? Oh, this is so stupid. These people are... Dude, this whole video, again, this currently feels like the Axeman has just watched a bunch of videos, and now he's pretending to do his own analysis from things that he has heard and seen, and he's not giving... Oh, he's such a coward. He's such an absolute cuck coward. That's insane. Yeah, he's trying to farm every side. Oh, it's hard to tell. Could be, but this is not. But this kind of is. Pathetic.
Using these FPS talents in other games. I mean, who knows? Maybe they're super fucking good. I haven't done the research, but if this is how you're aiming in Battlefield 6, I mean, you should be playing Marvel Rivals. You should be playing Counter-Strike. I'll eat my words, by the way. I honestly can't say definitively if this...
If you actually... Someone who doesn't aim headshots in Valorant and Counter-Strike is gonna get painfully awakened. The best players will do a lot of headshots. Obviously, they're spraying and praying, but the best people are gonna do headshots. A lot, because it's the difference between 1 and 0 bullets.
Person is cheating or not. At first glance, it really does look like it. You know, I would be curious to see if Riley would be able to replicate this type of aiming accuracy and skill on other FPS games. So here's...
That's actually an interesting thing from an idiot to say. Because We have seen a Riley Day 1 footage in Battlefield 6, and it sucked. Not even close. Not even close to what you see in the clips, by the way. And the next day, suddenly, magically, fucking Kobe's. It's insane.
That's where it gets complicated, because we have a guy like Enders, who's pretty big in a Battlefield community, saying, bro, really thought he could get away with posting aim highlights without being Shroud. I believe...
Oh, wait, Enders... Isn't Enders, like, Riley's real-life friend? Because there's Enders, there's a lot of people who are defending Riley that are in a leaked Discord group where they're saying that they just need to make this all go away. They don't actually care who is this cheating or not. They just want this to stop. That's it. So these people saying something is pathetic.
About being Shroud. I believe Shroud posted a clip of him playing Battlefield 6, and while it looks kind of similar, it's not nearly as crisp, clean, or precise as Riley's. And that's what I posted, man. Posting gameplay of you cheating and pretending you aren't is one of the cringiest things a gamer can do. Blatant, obvious cheating, 48,000 likes. Why are y'all cheating in a beta, bro? Yeah, I mean... See, I hate the idea...
I love how... He really is just trying to popularize his tweet.
Of being too confident and then getting something wrong. I would say I'm about 92% certain that Riley is using some cheats, some hacks, or some...
It's slowly the end of the... Well, at least he picked the side. Didn't seem like he's gonna pick a side, but he's picking a side.
External program or software that...
But, where's the but, Act Man?
Would not fly in a competitive setting. What is interesting, however, is that Riley actually got banned on Twitch amid these cheating allegations. This is a crazy amount of, like, views and interactions to have.
Games, all of them do it.
This is strange, because, like, okay.
The falling stuff.
Okay, so
come on,
Riley
slow it down.
posted this hand cam footage to try to quell the
hand cam footage doesn't mean shit.
Allegations. But, like, some of those shaking movements, like, why is that not being picked up? Parts of it do match. I don't know, maybe it's out of sync. I don't know, man. I'm getting far too invested in this, but you could check out the video if you'd like as well.
Okay, so but back to, I don't know if this is like, what kind of video is this? I mean, for 3 seconds, Act Man was, this is cheating, and now he's, oh my god, I don't know.
And I'll kind of come to your own conclusions. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Hi, actual former cheat dev here. Riley is cheating and using a mouse sim aimbot.
Oh god,
the
this
FOV
again.
setting is around 2 to 4, minimal to no RCS reduction, probably an external. Have a nice day. Don't know what all of that means. It seems like Battlefield 6 has a pretty strong anti-cheat, as I've heard reports that over 300,000 accounts have been banned or prevented from cheating in the game. It would make sense that a less powerful version of aimbot would maybe slip through the cracks, which would explain why Riley misses some shots and it's not quite perfect when you slow it down. Apparently a mouse sim aimbot, though, is something that physically moves the mouse. Or its mouse pad. I don't know, man. But then, hi, actual former cheat dev here. Riley is not cheating and is just moving a mouse with her hand. Her sensitivity setting is likely pretty high. Probably just well practiced.
But you know what I'm absolutely insanely questioning about? Okay, to flick, and you can do the flicks and whatnot, you know, move the mouse like this really fast. Like, this would actually also be considered flicking if you know there was no blur on my mouse settings. But without the blur, it's fucking awkward and it creeps me out. Flicking is real. You can do it. I can do it. It takes only, you know, a couple of seconds to practice it and understand, oh, this is how you flick. But everyone who has played with a super high mouse sensitivity understands how absolutely insane it is to actually move your mouse like a pixel. Just 1 pixel. how absolutely insanely hard that is with high sensitivity. So this is low sensitivity. This is pretty fast. This is super fast. Okay, watch this. Okay, I'm gonna try to move 1 pixel. It's so hard. It's so hard to move just 1 pixel. Oh wait, this is just acceleration, I think. But you know, see, flicking is easy. But then moving even just a little bit like this is so hard because the moment I try to move the mouse normally, I overshoot. It's because the acceleration kicks in and whatnot. Okay, let's go back to the normal mouse speed. Yeah, this is normal. No, this. Okay, this is my normal mouse speed. It's like it's so hard to move just a single pixel. The mouse, if you have a lot of acceleration. So how the hell do these magical adjustments that are only that require you to barely move the mouse by a pixel happen? I don't know. How do you even, with a lot of acceleration, how do you even track someone properly? I don't know how that's even possible. That's something that I have never heard anyone actually talk about. Anyway, that was this actually my speed. I can't tell any longer. Anyway, that was the Act Man trying to farm all the good opinions because someone's reputation is fucking dead. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.